Right now we have MassLive sports writer Westborough's Matt Vautour. Matt, how you doing this morning?
I'm good. Every time you do that, I feel like I should be like shouting out Eelman's or Harry's.
Yeah, Harry's.
In there. I was a big fan of both those places. Then and you send me in with Foo Fighters. It's a good start to my Friday morning.
Oh, yeah. Well, we try to make you feel comfortable, Matt. Did you see that?
I like it. I appreciate that.
Did you see Paula Abdul was at Harry's? I think last week.
I did.
Random.
I know. Seriously. Had this been like 25 years ago, I could have been in there when she was there.
Awesome.
Now, I was a big Harry's fan, especially when they used to be late night.
Yes.
Like Harry's, we'd always end the night at Harry's because you knew it was open, and you knew you could get some good fried food late at night when you've been out for a while. That's a great thing.
Yeah, it sops up all the alcohol. Not that you were out there drinking, Matt. Of course not. You weren't. You were studying your sports almanac.
Young.
Right, exactly.
Too young at that point.
Yeah, none of us drank before we were legally able to. All right, well, let's talk Pats. They're starting up Sunday, 1 o'clock, Gillette Stadium, against who is it? Las Vegas, right?
The Las Vegas Tom Brady Raiders.
Yeah, that's kind of a reunion. Not much being said about. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of made up storylines about that. But
he's not going to be there. It's like I mean he's got a partial stake. He's got some influence in it, but I mean he's going to be doing I forget what game he's doing for Fox. It's the Commanders game. I'm trying to think who they're playing.
Right. He's not allowed to do
the Giants.
Yeah, he's not allowed to do the Raiders games, right? Is that what the rule is?
Exactly.
Yeah, right, because he's a part owner, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about.
He can't be there with the motorcycle garb the way their fans are.
Yeah, he's not going to be dressed up like a Raider out there with the eye patch and everything. Yeah. Well, let's talk about the Pats. Obviously, a lot of changes. Vrabel's in there as the coach. McDaniels is in there as the as he's coaching Drake May. Drake May's got to get down with a whole new system, with the McDaniels system, but really, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm speculating as an amateur, but the most important thing is the O-line, right? I mean, if they haven't improved their O-line, then I don't think any of those things I just mentioned would really matter. And do you think they've done enough improvements?
I think it's improved. I think that it is. I think if the offensive line struggles, it prevents how big a step forward they can take, because there are things you can. I mean, if you can be better at coaching, you can be better on defense, you can be better at receiver, and that will limit some of the damage that allows the offensive line can do, but not all of it. And so I think it's better. I still think it's a back half of the NFL offensive line. I mean, I'm hopeful for them that Will Campbell can play at left tackle, and that's obviously the big one. I think that they think Jared Wilson at left guard, who's also a rookie, will be good. Morgan Moses, who is the free agent right tackle they've got, he's a good player. I think he's going to be a good leader for them. He's had some injury history, so I think there's progress there. But it's still I think you'll go into the 2026 offseason still looking for offensive line help, because it's hard. That's the hardest thing to fix quickly.
Wow. Who are the rookies to watch in this upcoming season?
So Campbell and Wilson, certainly, as you pointed out, the offensive line mattering. Those two guys will be important. The guy people are excited about, and with good reason, is Travion Henderson. He's the running back out of Ohio State. He's fast. He's very he's very elusive. The first play of the preseason, he had a 100-yard kick return. I think they will, if going back to the Josh McDaniel offense, I think they will use him a lot of the ways they use James White. You'll see 10 passes a game get thrown his way if he's playing a lot. Ramondre Stevenson will still have a big role. He's still a big kind of punishing back. But Travion Henderson is a guy to be really excited for down the road. Defense, the new guys are more free agents and things, but they've got some good. DJ James is a guy that a younger guy at corner that they're excited about. Elijah Ponder is a guy that is at linebacker that will I think somewhere down the line make an impact for them. So and then if people got excited during the preseason about Efton Chisholm III. I'm not sure how much he'll play right away, but he's a guy people have some excitement about potential-wise that could be somebody that develops for them at receiver.
We're talking with Matt Vautour, sports writer for MassLive. Patriots starting up on Sunday. So you sound like you're cautiously optimistic about some things. You think they got a chance at making the...
That's an accurate statement.
Okay. All right.
I think I'm cautiously optimistic for one. The coaching is going to be better, and that's a big step. I think Drake May will be improved second year. I think the receivers, led by Stephon Diggs, will be better as well. So I don't think they went backwards in any area, and so given as lousy as they were, that's obviously a good sign. And then you look at the schedule they play. They played kind of a lot of mediocre quarterbacks, a lot of teams that if they do improve, they're at least competitive with. And so you've got Carolina in there that's been bad, Tennessee's been bad, New Orleans been bad, Cleveland's been bad. You've got those teams in your late September, early October stretch that if you can get some momentum going, all of a sudden you're chasing 9 wins, 10 wins, somewhere down the line if things go well. And so I didn't pick them as a playoff team, but I think they'll be significantly better.
Even if they don't do as well this season, do you think that the Crafts, the organization, will give Vrabel a little more of a chance than they did Gerard Mayo?
I do. Oh yeah. I think the Mayo problem was not as much that they were bad; it was that they were going nowhere. You can look at where they are right now and feel like there's a foundation that they're building off of. It was a little bit in chaos last year.
Yeah. Well, that leads to every year Matt does these amazing predictions at the beginning, and we usually don't talk about them until January to look back and see what he got right. But since I got you on the line, one of the things that will happen in 2025 that you wrote about says that Robert Kraft won't fire Gerard Mayo, and Mike Vrabel will thrive elsewhere.
That was I hit that one to the woods.
Yeah. And then
I thought Kraft would be too proud because he was so praising of of Gerard Mayo at the time. I thought that he wouldn't be able to cut ties. I thought he'd try to hold on and convince himself that it might be okay. And I was wrong, and he made the right call. He made the right call in that situation. I was wrong, but yeah, I think that was my first one right out of the gate.
That was the first one. The second one, the second one was the Bills will beat the Lions in the Super Bowl 35-31. It was correct me if I'm wrong. Was that the Chiefs and the Eagles? Right? That was okay.
Yes. Neither of those teams were spending that Sunday evening on the football.
Right. Now here's some that you nailed, I think. Caitlin Clark's appearance at the TD Garden sparks talks of putting a WNBA team in Boston. I think you got that one right.
Do I get the credit for that, even though that I spewed a whole lot of that talk? I've written a whole bunch of things on that. I've tried to will it into existence.
Yeah. Well, hey, take it where you can get it. All right. You said Ichiro will be a unanimous induction to the Baseball Hall of Fame. You were so close on that. There was that one writer, right?
I still want to know who that is.
I know.
I still would like to, not because I think it was unfair to Ichiro, but that writer messed up my prediction.
Yeah. And then Garrett Crochet will go 15-6. Walker Buehler will be 10 for 10 for the Sox.
Crochet pick was pretty good. I'd have to look and see what his record is right now, but he's been that type of pitcher.
Yes.
Bueller, not so much.
Right. And then the last one I'll throw out there is the Sox will sign somebody coming off a major injury in December who will be expected to be ready sometime after the All-Star break.
So they that would be Patrick Sandoval.
Okay.
Was that kind of worked. And like many of the guys that they've done that with in the past, he didn't come back after the All-Star break. Yeah. But they do like to shop at the Dr. James Andrews waiting room for players in the offseason.
And then one more though, because this I don't know if this is teetering right now. Bill Belichick will go 8-5 in the regular season at North Carolina. I mean, it's only been one game, I know, but it did not look good.
Well, here's the thing: is it looked really bad.
Yeah,
and, like for people that don't like Bill, it was comically bad. And I think Bill is petty or whatever, and I would say my own opinions is probably mixed, but I'm not like rooting for him to fail. He can still go 8-5 because that's the beauty of college football. He's played Charlotte this weekend, and I'm guessing 85% of the people that are listening to us right now don't know what conference Charlotte is in. They play Richmond next weekend. They play UCF, who's picked dead last in the Big 12. They play Cal, who stinks. They play Syracuse, who stinks.
Okay.
Stanford, who stinks. Wake Forest. So there's a path to a better than 500 record without being a good football team.
Okay.
So that 8-5 may end up looking okay.
Okay. Well, we'll see in January when we check back with you once again after your new predictions.
I'll put my shin pads on for that.
Yeah. And one more, finally. Will Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift hire Foreigner as their wedding band? Foreigner put it out there a couple days ago, offering to be their wedding band.
Well, Lou Graham comes back after not being with them for a long time, and now all of a sudden they're not only performing together, but they're doing big weddings. I don't. Was it the I want to know what love is? Was that the?
Yeah, that was the huge hit. Yes, that would be a great first dance. Yeah. What do you think? Yeah, you think they'll go for it? Yeah.
So if I have to make a prediction here, if I'm just trying to, if this is the deleted scenes that you'd get from the anniversary DVD on my column, I would say that this is the extra prediction that you only get with Mike Hsu. I would say no. I'm going to guess no on that. Maybe like if Journey were still together, like if Steve Perry didn't hate the rest of the members of Journey, maybe like Faithfully, if you're looking for fans of that era. Yeah, but
we'll see. I'm hoping for Iron Maiden. That's just me. That's all. Hey, Matt.
What would be the song there?
The first dance song. Obviously, that would be "Run to the Hills," definitely, or 2 Minutes to Midnight. I think something like that.
I think that's the mother-son song.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Matt Vautour, Westboro's Matt Vautour, sports writer for MassLive. You can read all of his stuff there, masslive.com. Thanks a lot for coming on, man, and giving us your preview of the upcoming Patriot season.
No problem, Mike. It's always fun.